student centers all across the country, FIST would be um, same with them in terms of being unique and bringing about a balance between academic life and the social life. It really was the hub, of student life, from your game room, the cafeteria, career services, housing, student government association, the yearbook, the campus newspaper, and like, like I said, the game room really was where most students would come in and just shoot pool, play cards, play ping pong, relax. Then we had the sub shop, which was a hub also of the cafeteria. Students that didn't want to eat in the caf, they could come in and eat between classes. You also had a room called um, the room next to the post office, where students could come in and relax. These were mostly off-campus students that didn't have anywhere to go. Instead of going home, they could just come in and watch TV and just study and just, like I said, relax. The post office also was housed there also, in terms of students, getting the mail and mailing packages and checking on the mail, because nowadays the post office have it where the dorm director would, the mail would come to the dorm. But I think that FISH had that, but they changed it back to the dormitory, and the public safety, as some of the students were bringing the mail over to the residential hall. But now, you have to come over and pick up, your own mail. Also, during that era, the post office was open on Saturdays, from 8 to 12 o'clock. But as time progressed, it was would be only open from Monday through Fridays, because the Saturday mail was, kind of slow, and it was a way to cut costs.
Absolutely, it's very so much true. In my time, I've definitely seen the students utilize Spence Hall for various things and things that Mr. Berry here has just discussed. So we're going to move on right along. Another question that we have here is, why is Spence building built modern than other buildings here on campus? And I'm sure it's going to relate to some of the previous questions regarding the fact of just wanted to have a balance between the fact of the academic life as well as the social life. So if you can just touch up on that.
I think that we changed presidents. I think that when the new president came in, Dr. Rutherford Acton, he brought an innovative dean of students here that had worked at various institutions. And so he had a meeting of the minds with students, faculty, and staff to come up with how should a modern day student center look. And so we had new vision, and we had new stakeholders that were concerned, because they had worked, like I say, at some of the schools within the state, and some out of the state, and some had just finished their PhD at some schools on the East Coast. And they realized that a great student center would have an impact on your retention, attrition, and your graduation rate. There again, it brings about a balance between your academic life and the social life on campus.
And last but not least, the final question we have here, what is your fondest memory in Spence, Mr. Berry?
The fondest memory to me, no doubt, will be when we did the rededication, when this shop and the student center and the cafeteria was being renovated. We got innovative, and we took it to another level, because we had TV monitors, we had the building was wired, and the cafeteria had more balance, because we brought in another corporate sponsorship that ran it like it was a business. We didn't have what you have today, where you can go to the line where you have a French fry and the burger. The guy would cook it while you're looking at it. So back in the old days, you just go through the line and pick up your plate, and that was it. Also, the salad, you have a salad bar now, and then salads wasn't that popular back in the day. So the innovation brought about, and then you had students that were in love with the new innovation that we had with the cafeteria, especially with the change of the food. Even though you're gonna find a lot of students gonna always kind of disagree, with the food, but I think today you find more students being more pro with the cafeteria. And instead of going off campus to eat, they flock, in the cafeteria. Now, which would have an impact there again on your retention and students not, moving off campus because they can brag, on the food. Another memory was that when we used to invite people from the community, where the cafeteria was open to everybody on the faculty side, where each Friday would always be Catfish Day. And you have people from the area, politicians would come, and teachers, people from the Nashville Electric Center, pastors, they would just come to Fisk because Friday was a big day where you would come in and network with them, and they would have a chance to dialogue with us in terms of the quality of food that they was eating on Fridays. And so it was always a meeting of the minds there, especially with the gentlemen from the area, because a lot of the doctors would come between their schedule and flock to Fisk to come in, just eat their catfish on Fridays, all you can eat for a set price.
Absolutely. Just want to thank you all so much for the opportunity, Mr. Berry. Thank you so much for allowing us to interview you for the creative art class regarding our topic, Modern, on Fisk Campus. You all just have a good day, and thank you again. All righty.